Hello and welcome to the World AFB News. I am your host Roger, and alongside me here I got my brother Jesse.
Hey guys.
And this is going to be for the week of May 29, 2022. And we got a lot here for y'all guys. Just real quick. A lot of these leagues right now are on close to their final weeks or getting close to their final weeks. So you're going to see the majority of these, not all of them, but we're going to be talking about close to the end, guys. So be prepared for that. But let's start off with the FFFA. This is going to be in France. We're going to be looking at Conference A. Jesse, what you got?
All right, guys. I got Conference A. And just like Roger was saying, we are reaching the end. And unfortunately for our conference, we did not have, actually for this league, but Roger will get into Conference B. We did not have any games last weekend for Conference A. However, we do have some upcoming games that we want to talk about. So on June the 4th, we have the Spartiatis taking on the Molosses. June the 5th, we had the Cougars taking on the Vikings. And then the very last game for Conference A, Week 10, June 11th, we had the Black Panthers taking on the Flash. And guys, because of the lack of games for the past weekend, the ranking system are as follows. The first place are going to be the Flash, second place Black Panthers, third place Cougars, fourth place Spartiatis, fifth place Molosses, and sixth place Vikings. Now, because we are going into the playoffs, if you go ahead and take a look at the first and second place, Flash 9-0, Black Panthers 8-1, they are locked in. They are basically guaranteed to go into the playoffs. Then we have the Cougars and Spartiatis. Cougars at 4-5, Spartiatis are at 3-6, and they both play on the last weekend. So maybe they are control of their own destiny. If they, if the Spartiatis win, the Cougars lose. Maybe we're looking at a new playoff picture where they're in it or not. So kind of exciting to be watching there. But the Molosses and the Vikings pretty much out. Vikings 0-9, Molosses at 3-6. All right, guys, now we're going to go ahead and head into the Conference B where Roger's going to cover those teams.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to be looking into Conference B. This is going to be Week 10. Just like Jesse said, I didn't have any for Week 9, so we're just going to be looking into Week 10. And I have 3 games for you. This is going to be on June 4th and June 5th. We got one game in June 4th. This is going to be the Hurricanes going against the Centaurs. And June 5th is going to be the Grizzlies going up against the Bears. And then the Blue Stars going against the Agronauts. And after that week, guys, I do not have any more games. It's just going to be Jesse's final week. And then this goes into playoffs. And then it will go into our video, which is going to be playoff point, and that's what we're going to be talking about those over there. But before that, guys, we're just going to be looking at the rankings here just to say who's going to has the playoff picture. And guys, what you see here is basically almost set in stone. Blue Star is going to be in first place. They got 9-0. Grizzlies going to be in second place. This is 6-3. What could possibly change is the Bears and the Agronauts, and it could possibly change. The Agronauts could be third, the Bears could be fourth, or it could just stay the same. The Bears are third right now, and the Agronauts fourth. But one thing's for certain is those 4 are looking at the playoff picture. If it's 4 going in, if it's 3 going in, then the Bears and Agronauts can have a fight there. 5th and 6th right now. 5th is going to be Centaurs 2-7, Hurricanes 0-9. They don't have a chance of going in. So a great, okay season. Hopefully we see you again next year. But guys, as of right now, we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to go into the IFL. This is going to be the Italian Football League. And guys, just like France, Italy is on their final week. We're looking at Week 12. This is going to be Week 13, only one game. We'll get there. Let's not go ahead of ourselves. So as of right now, guys, Week 12, I'm going to give it off real quick. It's going to be the Warriors Ducks, where the Warriors take that 28-21. The Panthers and Mastini also played, where the Panthers won 13-0. And then finally, we had the Vipers going up against the Guelphi, where the Guelphi took that one 35-6. Looking into Week 13, Jesse, how's it going?
Well, it looks like we only have a little bit going on because we only have our last single game, Week 13. We have it on June the 2nd, which is tomorrow for us, or today if you're catching it on Tuesday, June the 2nd. And it will be the Messini going against the Seamen. And then it looks like we do have some people who have locked up playoffs already.
And real quick, Jesse, before we go into that, we're going to be looking at the standings and then we'll talk briefly about their playoffs. So looking at the 22 standings as of right now, guys, we got the Seamen at 7-0. Panthers in second place, 6-2. Guelphys tied with second place, 6-2. Got the Dolphins in fourth place, 4-4. We got a tie for fifth place. 3-5 is going to be the Vipers and Warriors. In seventh place, guys, I apologize. The Ducks are also tied for fifth place. In eighth place, guys, we got the Rhinos at 2-6. And then finally, in ninth place, Mestini, 1-6. Real quick before we continue going on, guys, we're going to be looking at the who locked in playoffs, looking at the wild card semifinals, and then just talk about who made it as of right now.
Okay, guys, so we have some people locked in the wild card. We have the Dolphins and the Vipers who are going to be in it. Their game is to be announced, but June the 12th, we already have the Guelphy taking on the Warriors. And they're going to go ahead and battle it out there too. Now, the top of the top are going to get that first round bye, I guess you could say, essentially. And they're going to go to the semifinals and skip the wild card. And those two teams are going to be the Seamen and the Panthers. Seamen will take on the winners between the Dolphins and the Vipers. Panthers taking on the winners between the Guelphy and the Warriors.
So, guys, we'll be talking about this league and playoff point as well when that time comes. Just real quick, I just want to say this. I saw that the Vipers and the Warriors went. They were 3-5. And the Ducks did not go in, and they were also 3-5. So, well, good try for the Ducks, Rhinos, and Mestini. But hopefully they can do better next year. We can see something come up. We're going to keep it going, guys. Onward into our next league. This is going to be the AFI, the American football in Ireland.
And I'll be taking it in from over here. So looks like we did have two games on the 29th. We had the Panthers taking on the UCDs, where the Panthers got destroyed 6 to UCD 44. Then we got the Trojans take on the Cowboys. Close match, not even close. The Trojans got 49. The Cowboys lose with 19 points. Next coming week, June the 5th, we have two games. Trojans back onto it again. They'll be going on taking on the Rhinos. Then we have the Admirals taking on the Knights. And because of the last two games, guys, the season standings are going to be as follows. First place, UCD, 6-0. Second place, Rebels, also undefeated, 5-0. Third place, the Panthers at 3-2. Admirals, fourth place, 2-2. Cowboys, fifth place, 2-4. Trojans are in sixth place, 1-3. Rhinos in seventh place, 1-4. And Knights winless, eighth place, 0-5.
And that's going to be it for the AFI, guys. We're going to be going into our next league. This is going to be the AFI or IFL, the American football in Israel, or the Israeli Football League.
And guys, with the last week, week 14 in the Israeli Football League, we had the Rebels taking on the Lions, where the Rebels will win 26 to the Lions 18. Then we have the Troopers taking on the Silverbacks, where the Silverbacks, I don't know how, maybe the Troopers sat their players, because the Silverbacks get their first win of the season, 42-0. Then we have the Hammers taking on the Dogs, where the Hammers win 38 to the Dogs 22. And because of that, the standings are as follows. First place, Hammers at 10-0. Second place, Rebels at 6-4. Third place, Pioneers, 5-4. Fourth place, the Dogs at 5-4. Then we have the Lions at 4-4. Then we got the Silverbacks at 2-6. And I stand corrected. I thought it was the Silverbacks who had not won a game. They didn't win the game. It was the Troopers who had not won a game, and they still did not win a game. And they're 0-10. So RIP to the Troopers. But guys, because of that last week 14, here are the playoffs they're gonna go do. First place Hammers is gonna take on the fourth place Dogs, while the second place Rebels will take on the third place Pioneers. So congratulations to those four teams. And the last bottom of the three teams, the Lions, Silverbacks, and Troopers, good luck for next year, guys.
And guys, with that, we're going to keep it going. Let's go into our next league. This is going to be the AFL, the Austrian Football League. And here we had 5 games that got played for y'all. We're going to be looking at the Rangers going up against the Knights, where the Knights took this very close game, 12-14. Next game, we got the Patriots going up against the Dragons. Very close game, 24-28. We got the Raiders going up against the Black Panthers. Very close game, 21-28. Now we're going into the 29th where the Giants played the Vikings. Guess what, guys? Very close game, 27-24. Finally, we got the Ducks going up against the Steel Sharks. You wouldn't guess it. It's very close game, 21-14. This was a great time to watch games in Austria. Now we're going to be looking into the next week, guys. This is going to be for June 3rd, June 4th, and a little bit of June 5th. We have 5 games for y'all. The first one's going to be the Vikings going up against the Rangers. Next one's going to be the Steel Sharks going up against the Knights. We got the Patriots going up against the Giants, the Raiders going up against the Ducks, and the Black Panthers going up against the Dragons. And with that, guys, here are the standings. We got the Dragons win in a win streak, 6-0. Got the Black Panthers 5-1, second place. We got a tie for third place between Patriots, Vikings, and Rangers. I apologize. Just Patriots and Vikings going to be 4-2. In fifth place, we got the Rangers at 4-3. Next place, we got the Knights at 3-3. Seventh place, Giants 2-4. Eighth place, Ducks 2-5. Steel Sharks in ninth place, 1-5. And then Raiders not have a win yet. Hopefully they can. 10th place, 0-6. That's going to be it for this league. Onwards into our next league. This is going to be the AFL. This is the Hungarian Football League. Jesse, what we got?
All right, guys. So it looks like we did have 2 games that happened this previous weekend. We had the Steelers taking on the Cowbells. And then we had, Cowbells win that one, 29-21. Then we had the Wolves taking on the Sharks, where the Wolves win 16-13. And we are going to have another couple of games take place this weekend where the Wolves will play again. They're going to take on the Enthroners. Then the Sharks are going to play against the Cowbells. And because of that, guys, those scores are going to be, the rankings are as follows. The Enthroners are going to be in first place at 2-0. The Steelers are going to be in second place at 1-0. The Cowbells are going to be in third place at 1-1. The Wolves are going to be in fourth place at 0-1. And the Sharks are going to be also winless, last place, fifth place at 0-2.
And guys, the Hungarian Football League is actually almost done. We got 2 more weeks until we hit the playoffs, so we'll be watching that as well. Onwards into our next league. This is going to be the National League On. This is going to be in Denmark. And before we do that, guys, we did see a flaw that we said about the Hungarian Football League. We did say that they had 2 games. Actually, unfortunately, that was 2 weeks ago. They did not have any games. You know, right now we have like 12 or 14 leagues happening right now. So I apologize that we messed that one up. But don't worry, we caught it. We're going to give you the right information. Let's keep it going into the National League On. We did not have any games last week. We are not going to have any games this upcoming week, so we're not going to talk about them. The next time we'll see them is going to be June 11th, June 12th. So we're just going to keep it moving, guys. We're going to go into our next league. This is going to be the American football in Finland, the AFB.
And we are talking about the Maple League in this league, and we do have a couple of games that happened, 3 in fact, these past weekend, where it was the Crusaders taking on the Roosters, where we had a very close game. The Roosters won 42 to the Crusaders 6. And then from here on out, we had the most competitive games in the world, where the Eagles took on the Butchers, where the Butchers won 44-0, and the Steelers took on the Wolverines, and the Steelers won 15-0. And next week, guys, we have 2 games scheduled. We have the Butchers and the Crusaders set to take off on June the 2nd. And on June the 5th, we have the Steelers and the Crocodiles that are going to do battle against each other, guys.
Guys, in this league, they don't have any rankings for y'all. So as of right now, I'm going to try to see if I look for it. If I do have it, I just posted it up there for y'all. If I didn't, unfortunately, I'm sorry I don't have it. We're going to keep it moving, guys. We're going to go into the EFAF. This is the Egyptian Federation of American Football. Jesse, what do we have here?
All right, guys, we are currently in week 3 in the EFAF, and we had the Tigers taking on the Jaguars, where the Tigers won 43-0. Then we had the Hellhounds taking on the Eagles, where the Hellhounds won also 14-0. So Jaguars and Eagles need to put up more of a competition going forward, guys. And the games set to take place in week 4 are going to be the Bears taking on the Eagles and the Tigers taking on the Hellhounds. So we're looking forward to that. Those 2 games will take place on June the 3rd.
And with that, guys, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to go to our final league right now that is in season. This is going to be the GFL. This is the German Football League. It's a pretty big league that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the Sharkwater and GFL. Let's get right down into it. For May 28th, we had the Adlers going up against the Royals. This is where the Royals took that one 51-17. Then our next game, we had the Hurricanes going up against Universe, where the Hurricanes took that one 56-3. The next game we had was the Monarchs going up against the Hurricanes. And just so everyone knows, there are 2 Hurricanes in this league. The Saarland Hurricanes and Kiel Hurricanes. We're going to be looking at the Monarchs and the Kiel Hurricanes, where the Monarchs took that one 15-6. Then we had the Lions going up against the Crocodiles, where the Lions took that one 27-14. Finally, guys, we have the Razorbacks going up against the Unicorns, where the Unicorns took that one 55-19. And for next week, guys, we only have 3 games here. It's going to be the Panthers going against the Adlers. We're going to have the Hurricanes going up against the Royals. And we're going to have the Rebels going up against the Lions. This is all going to be for June 4th. Now guys, onwards into their standing, and they're broken down into Group North and Group South. So Group North right now, we got in first place Royals. Second place, we're gonna have the Lions. Third place is gonna be the Crocodiles. Fourth place is gonna be the Monarchs. Fifth place is gonna be the Adlers. Sixth place is gonna be the Kiel Hurricanes. Seventh place is gonna be the Rebels. Eighth place is gonna be the Panthers. Now looking into South. And for first place, we got the Unicorns. Second place, we got the Cowboys. In third place, we got the Spiders. Fourth place, we got the Saarland Hurricanes. Fifth place, we got the Razorbacks. Sixth place, we got the Comets. Seventh place, we got the Mercenaries. And then in eighth place, we got Universe. A lot of games going in through, guys. In a few weeks, we are going to be looking at some more leagues. I know the CFL starts within 3 weeks from now, guys. So get ready for that. And I'm still looking around. Hopefully we find some more leagues. And I got a lot of leagues going into playoff points, so please don't miss that. Also, for the YouTube, we're going to be posting up some videos for Highlight Reel. Love to see how these teams play out, these new ones that we have on here. Hopefully we can find them. You never know. But that is it, guys. If you have any suggestions for us, please let us know in the comments down below. Jess, you got anything?
Just to look at that playoff point, guys, we have some big leagues, some fun times coming here into playoffs, so go ahead and check that out.
Alrighty, guys, and with that, I am Roger.
And I am Jesse, and we are saying bye.